Hi everyone. This weekend has been a real doozy. I've got to tell you about it. Okay. So first of all, it started with I think it started Thursday. Let me look on my timeline because I think it started Thursday. Thursday was when there was this threat to to call the police on me or stuff like that when Amoral tried to get Weakling to call the police on me. So let me just check my Twitter because my Twitter is basically evidence. Even though I write on Twitter a lot. So let me see here. Because the thing is, I think it was Thursday when all the fuss started. It's been a really, really like wild ass week. Ever since I made that video on Tuesday responding to Amoral calling me a liar. And I'll get on Amoral's role in this gang stalking in a minute. Hang on a sec. So I think it was Thursday when Amoral and you're trying to call the police and stuff like that. No, it was 2 days ago. So it was on Thursday, early Friday, right? Thursday, early Friday was when Amoral tried to get Weakling to call the police on me. And I think where it started was from Tuesday, because on Tuesday I just came home from an intense session where I was kind of brought to the realization of exactly how much I've been going through and how much I've been enduring. And when I came home and, I felt really, really vulnerable and open. And then here comes Amoral with her bullshit, chatting shit about, oh, you're a liar, you're a liar. Okay, so I got online and I roasted her ass and basically said, the people that are chosen for stalking, they have a file on me. They have a whole file on me, including any abusive background I may have gone through. Okay? So the fact that I was being abused and you chose to do this, what does that say about you? And you're trying to call me a liar because you know what you are and you're trying to deflect. So ever since I made that video on Tuesday, for the next few days, the taunting got a bit more intense, I think. I think there was this it actually started from Thursday. It didn't start from Friday. It got to a point where there was nothing really going on Wednesday beyond the usual, and then on Thursday that's when the intense taunting started. So on Thursday Amoral was downstairs, I think, with somebody, and Weakling was downstairs with somebody, and they basically were just slandering me to everybody, showing them social media entries that they shouldn't really have access to. With the YouTube and Twitter, it's one thing because the thing is that's public, so anybody can see that shit, right? My thing is the Facebook, yeah? So not only are you looking through my Twitter and YouTube, which are public anyway, you're also looking through a Facebook page that has blocked you, right? So instead of people thinking of this, they're actually going along with her slander, saying, oh wow, she looks crazy, oh wow, she, yeah. So basically Amoral spent hours. This is what she does. You ever see those long posts that I make about Amoral and her bullshit? Everything that I post on Facebook, on Twitter, and on YouTube is in response to her. 9 times out of 10, I don't do it because she hasn't done anything. I do it because of what she's done, right? Look through my Twitter and Facebook. You will see post after post after post after post after post about Amoral because she won't stop fucking taunting me, gaslighting me, and slandering me to everybody. And she makes sure she does it within earshot. So I always end up responding to her in these long spiels because that's what she wants. She wants to get to me. She wants to actually try to get to me. And she thinks that if I rant about her, then that's getting to me. No, I'm just picking apart your argument. Do you understand what I mean? So, back to Thursday. On Thursday, she did this whole slandering thing. And it wasn't the same as on Friday when she did it for like 12 hours. It was... On Thursday, it was a few hours of calling me a liar, slandering me, gaslighting me, and trying to get Weakling to call the police on me. That was until I heard all that and I got angry. And the reason why I got angry wasn't actually because I was concerned for Weakling's well-being or anything, because I said to her she deserves everything she gets, and she does. Yeah. What really pissed me off is that people could clearly see that Amoral was using people, and that she was basically doing whatever she wanted to do whenever she wanted to do it, and she didn't give a fuck about anybody else's feelings. People can see that and they're still hanging around her. I don't have time for people like that. I don't have time for people like that. You're hanging around with a clear narcissist and you're going along with everything she's doing to the point where you're putting yourself at risk trying to believe this bullshit. I don't feel sorry for you because you know what you're getting into. What made me angry is that everybody believed what she was saying, even after she lets a woman more vulnerable than either myself or her try to call the police on me and then just leaves her. Even if it was just going out the road, you just left her. Why? Stay with her. Call the police. This is more important than your need to drink, or your need to eat, or your need to get weed, or whatever the fuck it is you're doing. This is more important. If you really feel unsafe around me and you really feel like you're in danger, then wouldn't it stand to reason that the person that you asked to call the police, who is infinitely more vulnerable than you are, is in danger too? Why leave? Is your safety not important like that? And another thing, she's always getting someone else to call. She's always trying to get someone else to call the police. I mean, Weakling didn't call the police in the end, apparently. But, you know, it's just like I said in another YouTube video a couple of days ago. Why the fuck are you going to get someone else to call the police on your behalf if you're really in danger? You see, I don't buy that shit. And nobody else should either. Do you understand what I'm saying? And then when that fell through, because the thing is the police weren't coming because, you know, I think Amoral was on the phone talking to somebody official. It might have actually been the ambulance and not the police. So basically, I thought she'd call the police. And I thought, finally this bitch called the police. Now, when they come over, I can show them the evidence of the hidden electrical device in the bathtub. But no. Turns out she hadn't called them. And whoever she did call weren't coming. So that was the end of that bullshit. Now Friday comes. Okay. So basically she goes downstairs, she plays her music. I thought, okay, cool. And then I am not lying to you. From quarter to 10 down to almost 10 o'clock 10 o'clock the next morning, this bitch was calling me a liar, was mimicking me laughing to try and get to me. It was really stupid. It was like a 14-year-old tactic. So she was mimicking me laughing to try and get to her. She was basically making a bunch of vague lies about how I'm lying about, you know, and the only thing the thing that she really fixated on was, I'm not working for pedophiles. Mate, you're stalking somebody on behalf of MI5. MI5 are trying to bury files on VIP pedophiles. And if you look back on Freemasonry and you look back through all the group meetings that they've had, you will find that a good number of higher up Freemasonry people or Masons have been caught out for pedophilia, for fraud. So I'm not talking out of my ass. Do you understand what I'm saying? When I say you're working for pedophiles, I'm not just saying that for, you know, for effect. And I think the reason why you kept fucking hinting at that, you kept, you know, through this 12-hour onslaught of emotional abuse and trying to keep me up at night, trying to send me doolally. I think throughout this 12-hour onslaught, you knew that. So that's why you tried to, you know, that's why you tried to start saying, oh, she thinks I'm working for pedophiles. Yeah, you are working for pedophiles, darling. Not only are you working for pedophiles, you're working for the same people that have been torturing you and ruining your mental health. Facts. You're working for the same people who have been fucking murdering you. That's what I'm saying. And then you want to go for 12 hours doing this bullshit. It wasn't 9 to 10 hours by the time I posted it. It was 12 fucking hours that she was doing this. That's a parasite. What kind of emotional parasite does that shit for 12 hours? That's a parasite. That, like I said, when I said amoral was evil, I was not lying to you. Who the fuck goes on for 12 hours to try and get a taunt out of somebody? In fact, I think it was even longer than that, because the thing is, I started taunting her. I started gaslighting her back on my social media for 7 hours. Yeah? Probably 7 to 8 hours. Yeah? She had been taunting me for longer than that. Gaslighting me for longer than that. For longer than it took to do the tweet things. For me to do the Twitter rant. She was stalking and harassing me and slandering me for longer than that. Taunting. So I think it was even more than 12 hours. That's a parasite. So basically, there's her enabler downstairs as well. Like, there are people walking out. People are starting to file out because they're starting to realise that I'm not lying about the situation. And then she's got 2 people down there, one of whom knows that she's lying and is enabling her, and the second one who is enabling her because she wants to believe it. It's the second one, the female, who called the ambulance. Now, the reason they did that is because I went on my live and I said, look, if you are really, really sure that your safety is in danger or that my safety is in danger, why didn't you call the police or the ambulance and show them my social media? Oh, wait, that's because you obtained it unethically. Because you'd already been blocked and you created a whole new profile specifically for the purpose of going onto my Facebook. That's why you can't tell nobody. But you know who did it? One of her female friends did it. The same one, laughing at the top of her lungs, went and called the ambulance. And it happened at a time where, for once, Amoral didn't ask nobody to call anybody. She didn't ask for that. And if somebody's calling the officials on me, I can't have people calling the officials on me, and I'm not going to do something, because the thing is, if the ambulance have a case on me and a case is being built on me, then they can send me to hospital with it. I'm not going to go to hospital and leave the, without some proof. So basically, I made a video. I recorded a video of me talking to the police. I don't know how long it's going to stay up there for, because they like to fuck with my internet. So I don't know how long it's going to stay up there for. But I made a recording talking to the police about the hidden camera in the bathtub. Or behind the bathtub. Yeah? So I called the police about that, and I also reported it to Brett Mind. Because you're not going to drag me into hospital, and I'm not going to get my foot up somebody's ass. I'm going to get my foot up somebody's ass before I leave this house. So the irony is that Amoral wanted me to go on some social media rant, as if the social media rant was going to disprove anything. And what ended up happening was, because of her, there are certain people that, because they can't keep their fucking mouth shut and they try to emotionally drain people, that they end up getting a foot in their ass messing with me. It was the same thing when, Spawn Blestemat kept reporting my posts because I called her Spawn Blestemat. I had to call the police to iron it out, record the conversation. How many reports have you heard of apart from all the lives being taken down? And as for the lives being taken down, why do you think they were taken down? I've got screenshots of that too. I've posted screenshots of that all over social media. Most of my lives have been taken down. Why do you think they've been taken down? It's not because those rants were meaningless. Those rants had merit to them. I was talking about power of attorney fraud. The use of fucking RFID chips. I've got one right in the middle of my head. It's talking about a lot of deep shit. A lot of evidential shit. Of course I had to delete it. Of course they did. And in getting that live taken down of Amoral's face, the thing is, there were two live videos with Amoral's face on it. Now, if she was going to go to the police, if she would have gone to the police with that, I shouldn't say this, but if she'd have kept the lives up there and she'd have gone to the police with that, she could have easily said, look, this person mentioned my name. It's clearly me she's talking about, because during that bath conversation on the 5th of July, she clearly mentioned that I've been going through her social media. So that was about me. But no, she took the fucking lives down. That's what I'm saying. You went to the trouble of trying to get revenge on me to the point of cutting off your own proof. That's why I said to Amoral, you will destroy yourself before you get control of anybody. You ain't getting control of nothing because you can't help yourself. You're a self-destructive atomic bomb. You will fuck everything up. And the thing is, you think you're fucking things up for me when really you're fucking things up for yourself and everybody working with you. There are people gunning for your ass right now, Amoral. And if they're not gunning for your ass already, they will be. That's some serious shit. You mean to tell me this is a covert operation worth billions of pounds, involving weapons of mass destruction, involving psychological warfare? This is military experimentation. And you're taking it for a fucking joke. This is a military experimentation. This is secret society. This is a secret society operation where they need this shit buried. And you are ruining things for everybody. Believe me, if they're not gunning for your ass already, they will be. Because to be honest, the truth of the matter is that stalkers are even more disposable than TIs are. The TIs are where the money is. The stalkers are just tools that can be replaced very, very easily. If I die tomorrow, then they'll chalk it up as a success. My death matters. But if you die tomorrow, because you're not an EI, because you're just one of the ranks. If you die tomorrow, nobody gives a shit. Certainly nobody who knows the real you, and nobody knows what you're really doing. You're more disposable than me. Like, if I die tomorrow, it's a celebration. It is a street celebration. If you die tomorrow, no one cares. And believe me, a lot of people are gunning from Amoral's ass right now. More than Spawn Blestemat. Spawn Blestemat has got protection because she comes from a Romanian family. And them Romanian people don't play when it comes to their family loyalty and when it comes to their occult. So she's got protection. Spawn Blestemat has got protection. The Romanian devils have got protection because them motherfuckers don't play. But Amoral is extremely vulnerable. She's one of those people who she makes one false move, people are going to immediately clock it. And they're going to be like, what? What are you talking about? She thinks that hanging around a bunch of degenerates is saving her. No, it's killing her. She's going to kill herself before she gets the chance to be in control of jack shit. She knows how to manipulate, but she doesn't know how to capitalize on her manipulations. And that's her fundamental flaw. She's always trying to go for short-term victory. She's never a long-term person. Me, I think about both. Do you know what I mean? She's always thinking about short-term. Me, I think about long-term. I think about that all the time. A lot of these stalkers think about the short-term. If they weren't thinking about the short-term, they wouldn't be doing this. Because the long-term implications of this psychological warfare and this, it means that money exchanges hands between increasingly few people. People get poorer. Racism rises. Xenophobia rises. Misogyny and misandry rises. It's happening already. Everything that you've done to me is being, do you seriously think it stops there? It doesn't stop there. The general population are affected, like I've said in several of my videos in the past. So you going on this fucking 12-hour taunt binge, what is that really achieving in the end apart from making other people figure out how to control the mass population with destructive bullshit? What does it achieve? All that for a Twitter rant. 12 hours for a Twitter rant. Just because you don't want to be made to look stupid. You fuck around with a multi-billion pound industry because your feelings were hurt. Okay, do you? This shit is serious. That's why they have to discredit me. That's why they have to send me crazy so that I end up going in a loony bin. I know, yeah, Weakling threw in her 2 cents as well. So, because when I went downstairs and I went downstairs and I wanted to cook, she exited straight out because I was trying to preheat the oven. And what she did was when I went upstairs briefly, then came back down, I came back down to find the oven turned off. And her stove turned all the way up high. So, you know, she threw her 2 cents in the ring. And then on top of that, she tried to play loud music from her room or something. And I'm thinking, let's review this carefully. There have been times where I've been in my room, okay? And she's played loud music from upstairs. And I can't hear jack shit from my room. I can't hear anything from my room when she's playing her loud music upstairs. So if she's playing loud music and I can actually hear it, imagine the kind of damage that's doing to her hearing and her mindset and whatever's going on in her head. Imagine the damage that's doing to her. I'm sitting in here, I can hear the music. I normally can't hear the music no matter how loud she plays it. If I can hear it, she is damaging herself and sending herself crazy trying to get to me. You know, and she's getting angry with me because I told the truth about her weak, spineless ass. Let me tell you this. What kind of strong person pretends not to know as much English as you do just so that I don't have any means to argue with you? Who does that shit? What kind of strong person would follow a narcissist around and would work for people that have tortured them? They've literally sent you into hospital. What are you working with them for? They've literally tortured you. What are you working with them for? Weak, stupid, spineless. Not making that shit up off the top of my head. And you know that you can talk about my weight to my face. And talk about what I need to do to my face. And talk about me using a bathroom to my face. And make all kinds of snide remarks. And threaten to report me over a fucking window. If it was anybody else, you get your ass kicked in broad daylight. And you know it. That's why you feel like you can fuck with me. Because I'm not built that way. I'm not a peaceful person necessarily. But I'm not built to fuck up nobody physically. That's not what I'm built for. I could. But I'm not built that way. That's not it. It's not in my DNA to do that. You feel like you can get into an argument with me. I'm the one person who's genuinely tried to help you. And you feel like you can get into an argument with me. Because you know I won't kick your motherfucking ass. In fact, Amoral does what she does with me because she knows I won't kick her ass either. Again, if she was to do that shit for 12 fucking hours to somebody else, try one before that motherfucker comes downstairs, drags her out in the middle of the street and beats her ass in front of everybody. Give it one. About don't mess with Amoral. They'll drag her out in the middle of the street and whoop her fucking ass. I come from Marsden. I'm not a typical Halsdenite. A typical Halsdenite would drag you into the middle of the street and beat your fucking ass. It seems to me like that's what she's cruising for. And the thing is, that's what you're meant to get. That's what you should get. You should get your ass whooped. Both of you. Both of you need your ass beat. You mean to tell me that in Weakling's case, you're going to throw racist remarks at me? Talk shit about my weight, talk shit about me being in the bathroom when your ass should have been up earlier? Reporting me for asking for one window to be closed? Calling me an African landlord? Oh yeah, Amoral's cousin slipped me that one. Tried to make racist remarks about my so-called African heritage. Bitch, I'm from Jamaica. I have African ancestry, but my grandparents are Jamaican. I'm of Jamaican descent. You're chatting shit about African landlord because I wanted the fucking, fire alarm not to be raised, and for the fire engine not to come here for no reason. So you're throwing racist remarks at me for that, and then you want to call me a racist bitch on top of that. And yeah, you were sick at the time, which is why I let that shit go. I was gonna let that shit go, but then you just had to run your mouth. Again, if it was somebody else, you'd have got your ass beat, because that's what you deserve. And then as for Amoral now, how are you gonna go outside? You keep playing with everybody's emotions. You keep playing with everybody's emotions. Oh yeah, you're playing with my mind, mate. You're the one who keeps oscillating between I can't be myself in my own house to I want to move out of here. I'm going to beat her ass. I'm scared of her. I don't feel safe. I want to show everybody what this bitch is saying about me, but not once am I going to tell the police about it. You keep fucking with people. You keep fucking with people's emotions and they keep buying it, and you keep using it and they keep buying it. That's why you turn to me and say I'm using you, because you know what it's like to be used. You felt used. You felt what you did to everyone else around you. You felt used, and you know what that shit feels like now. And you hate the fact that I made you feel how you make other people feel. That's why you need to do that shit for 12 fucking hours, because you can't stand the truth about what you are. You're another one who needs your ass beat. There are a lot of people who need their ass beat. But you're running around here talking about, you have basically taken every single thing about yourself and turned it on me. When on Facebook have you ever seen me doing that? When on Facebook have you ever seen me turn my flaws around on you? Or turn my flaws around on any stalker? Go through my social media and tell me one time where I've motherfucking done that. And let's not forget what all of this is for. All of this is for the benefit of sending me crazy so that they can ruin my credibility about this whole camera thing, about how this whole technology thing. It's all to ruin my credibility. It has got nothing to do with me besieging Amoral, nothing to do with me besieging Weakling. They're both motherfucking assholes. It's just that Amoral is a bigger asshole than Weakling, and that's it. Okay? So basically over the weekend, it was just basically a bunch of emotional draining, trying to drain me, trying to tire me out to make sure that all they would ever get is a Twitter rant out of me. I don't understand how they're never prepared for what I'm doing. I don't understand how they're never prepared, that they know they're going to lose an argument at some point with me. I don't understand how they keep doing this shit and being unprepared. It's like I said on my live months ago. I said that when they brought Amoral into this house, I used to call her Scrooby. I said, when they brought Amoral into this house months ago, I said, I bet you any money they're going to set her up as a fall guy. Because she fits the description. She's manipulative, but she's not clever enough to maintain that manipulation. It always falls apart in the end, and people always end up seeing her for what she really is, and she's a hollow person. There's nothing to her. And the thing is, the scary thing about her is that she really believes in the image that she's trying to project. That's the scariest type of person to deal with. The scariest type of person to deal with is somebody that believes their own lies, because they will go to any lengths to back their own lies up. Me, I've told the truth. I've brought you evidence. I've brought you proof. But these people stalking me, they will literally go to the ends of the earth to... This isn't... You have to understand. There is so much involved in trying to keep this covered up. There's so much involved. There's like a whole... There's like... First, there's like a billion pound fucking defense systems industry involved in this. Then there's power of attorney fraud. Then it's like a multi-billion pound fucking fraud involving UK citizens. This is not a joke. This is a lot of money, but there's a lot of money behind this. Then you got to then you got to consider very, very powerful Freemasons being dragged into the frame, which could disrupt several industries around the world. Then you've got to consider that a lot of paedophilia and child abuse is being revealed right now. So this is a serious business. There's a reason why they're invested in trying to destroy me. The industry that they're covering up for is worth a lot of money. It's worth a hell of a lot of money. The multiple industries, I should say. They're worth a lot of fucking money. So they're invested in covering this up. And if they have to brainwash and hypnotize stalkers, they're going to do it. Somebody said to me that the reason why Amoral was fucking messing with me for 12 hours because tech was being used on her. It could be, it's a possibility. Do you understand what I'm saying? Because I wouldn't be surprised, because I can see it. I can see it. There are times where I'm dealing with stalkers, and then there's one time when they're absolutely genuine and you can see it. And then there's this one time when they turn into something that's not human. That's tech. So it's very, very likely that tech is being used on the stalkers as well. I believe it. I completely believe it. You know? So, I don't know. I don't know what's going to happen now. I've reported the electrical device to mine, so let's see what happens there. I've also reported it to the police. You can see how the police have responded. Even if it's a prank call, they have to take your name and they have to take your details. You notice they didn't take my details? They told me to go straight to Brent Mind. I played dumb for a reason. Because I knew the shit they were going to pull. That's proof. So they know everything that I'm saying. First of all, the number, they already know who it is. Second of all, they already know I'm telling the truth about the hidden camera. You mean you're not even going to take my name to try to disprove my mental health illness? Watch out for that. No, you mean you're not even going to take my name to, falsify medical evidence against me? It's a cover-up. So... This was a lot of rambling. I thought I had, next time I'm going to structure my videos before I come on here. Because it's just, otherwise it's just going to be a load of rambling about the same shit. I repeat myself a lot in my videos. So next time I come back online, hopefully it should be more organized. It should be more, engaging and stuff like that. But, there's really nothing really of note to say. Amoral taunts me and gaslights me and calls me a liar and slanders me for fucking hours on end. Hours on end. And you don't have a single shred of evidence to prove that I'm lying. Because you deleted it anyway. All the evidence that could have backed you up, you fucking deleted it. Do you know what I'm saying? And even with that evidence, you still don't have proof that I'm lying. You don't have a single shred of evidence that I'm lying. And yet I have evidence that you are lying. Now there's something wrong with this picture. So you're basically out there calling me a liar. I have proof that you've been lying. I have proof of what you've been covering up. You know, that one of the times that you went fucking crazy and called your brother over and said, I want this to stop, I want this to stop. It was in a post that had nothing to do with you. Now, why is that? It was in a post talking about the CIA procuring children. Now, why did that set you off? Because your name wasn't mentioned. Nobody mentioned your name. Why did that get you pressed? There are several occasions where, you know, you were pressed enough to try and make reports and shit and stuff like that. Like half the time it was posts that didn't even involve you. Why is that? If I'm lying and I'm lying and I'm gaslighting you, then why is it that you have gotten your nuts in a ringer over 2 posts, 1 live and 1 article? They didn't even mention your fucking name. Because everybody can see what I've done. I've put it online for everyone to see. I've put everything online for everyone to see. So what is there to lie about? Everybody knows what I've done. It's public. Anyway, I've got to go because I did a lot of rambling in this video. I'm really not happy about this video. To recap, let's recap. I exposed Amoral's bullshit on Tuesday, and also I dragged Harsden News into it. That's where all the taunts and stuff started up again, because Amoral's been doing that over the last few weeks anyway, but it only reached a crescendo like in the last week because everything that I was saying was hitting too close to home and they had to try to do something. That's why the 12-hour taunting, ranting, fucking slander. So basically, Tuesday was when I basically came online and made Amoral look like the fool she is, as usual. When she tried to taunt me about being a liar. Okay. Wednesday, I can't remember if anything significant happened. It probably didn't. Apart from that meeting with Brent Mind. I should say the meeting with Brent Mind was significant. And what was also significant is the way that meeting went down. Thursday was when the taunting, you know, about being a liar resumed and stuff like that. And then on Friday, it reached a crescendo, lasted for 12 hours. And Saturday morning was when I called the police on the hidden camera and notified Mind about the hidden electrical device. And that was also when Amoral's friends, the female one, we can get it on camera, you know, it's a female friend of hers, called the ambulance on me upon the advice that I was actually giving Amoral and not her. So basically that goes into framing me, attempted framing and attempted hospitalization, which is a crime. Which basically Amoral's friends are now complicit in. So now they're complicit in the stalking. They're complicit in working with paedophiles. They're complicit in the multi-billion-pound industries of power of attorney fraud and defense systems experimentation and the concealment for higher up societies to prevent everybody from knowing what they're doing too early. So they're complicit in crimes, basically. So they involved themselves in that mess. They didn't have to. They didn't have to believe what Amoral was saying. They didn't have to believe it, but they chose to. They chose to. They look through my social media properly. They see that I've proved everything that I've said. And throughout my social media, I was threatening that I was going to call the police. I said, I want you to do it. I said, I want the stalkers to do it. But I said there was a time when I was going to call the police. Did I not stand by my word? And I said the stalkers would be desperate enough for somebody to report me for something. Did I not stand by my word? So everything that I've ever said checks out. If you look through my social media and saw the corresponding evidence with that, I haven't lied. So, anyway, yeah, I gotta go. I've got to, next Monday is, this Monday, I should say, is a doozy. Because I've got a meeting tomorrow in the afternoon, and then I've got to talk to Brent Mind about that hidden device. They're probably going to ignore it. But whatever happens, I will notify you. They're probably going to try and find it to attach it to my mental health again, like they always fucking do. They always fucking do that shit. Especially if it's something this serious and because how is it going to look? Okay, let's just say Brent Mind weren't involved. Let's say they weren't involved in this at all, right? And you find out that there's a hidden camera device in the house. How is it going to make Brent Mind look? That's if they're innocent. That's just if they're innocent. Let alone if they're guilty, which they are. It's a lot. So if they try to attach it to my mental health, I'm not going to be surprised if they do that. Yeah? And I've got a meeting tomorrow, and they may take the opportunity during the meeting to have the electrical device removed. But from what I've seen, that is not a 2-hour job. It's not a 2-3 hour job. That job is going to take days. And the thing is, I leave the house, but I don't leave the house that long. That's a job that's going to take days. And any adjustments or improvements made to it, I'm going to be able to tell, and I'm going to be able to notify that as evidence. So they're stuck. That's another reason why they're trying to get me out of the house. Because they know if I get out of the house, they have enough time to rectify the fact that there's an electrical device in there. But even then, when I get back, people are going to know exactly what's been going on. So they're stuck. They really are stuck. There's a reason why they have to get me out of the house that quick. If I don't get out of the house by the time that hidden camera is found, all hell is going to break loose. Anyway, I've got to go. I've got to relax. I'll probably see you tomorrow. I hope with a more structured video, less rambling. And I'll see you guys later. Take care.